Today, I'll be talking about Hold Still, a memoir with photographs by Sally Mann. Sally Mann gives us some snapshots of her life in this beautiful memoir. This book, however, is really about what made her into the woman and photographer she is today. She looks back on her childhood when she was a free spirited, independent, and rebellious girl. Her spirit then carried over into her adult life when she published several controversial pictures of her children. She did not let society dictate, however, how to raise her children or what to photograph. To do so kills art and creativity. Mann also takes a look into how slavery and racism affected her life. As a white woman, she never knew of the hardships that many African Americans faced and never really thought about it. Her family had a black housekeeper who Mann loved very dearly, yet she never questioned the morality of it until she writes about it in this book. In the latter part of the book, she takes a fairly in-depth look into her ancestry. Her ancestors had dark secrets such as crime, abuse, adultery, yet one of her paternal ancestors was also very rich and had an obsession with cars, which carried on throughout the generations. One of the deeper themes was her relationship with her father. He was not an affectionate man, and he was morbidly obsessed with death. As a medical doctor, many times he would care for his patients more than his own family, and throughout Mann's life, she only wanted to get his attention. Perhaps this was the reason that she was rebellious in her younger years, but I don't really know. One of the only times that Sally ever told her father that she loved him was when he was sick and nearing death. This book was beautifully written, but I had a hard time picking out an overarching theme. But my hypothesis is that she looked to her children, her father, her ancestors, and her Southern heritage to try to figure out who she was. And one of the ways that she did this was through photographs that she either took or she found. She used them in this book to tell the story of her life and also of her personality and what made her who she is today. I highly recommend this book for anyone who is interested in photography. This medium is a wonderful way to tell stories and to chronicle a life. However, as Mann points out, photography can be misleading at times. A camera only captures a fraction of a second of a life. It cannot tell the whole story, and if people rely too heavily on photographs, it can affect your memory of people, places, and times.